Okay, so nice question here, which is to expand and to simplify everything that you can see on the screen. Now, this one, similar to last time, but you've got to be a little bit careful. You've got these two brackets here. You've then got a separate minus 4p plus 2 all squared. Now, you've got to consider them separately. Because you've got this break in it, you've got this minus. If it was a plus, it would be the same thing. You consider them separately, then you simplify them at the end. So we're just going to begin by looking at expanding the first two brackets over here, and then dealing with the second part over here at the end. So if we do look at the first part, we've got 2p squared minus 1 times by p plus 2, again working through like before. So we go and take the 2p squared, we times it by p, which will give you 2p and then cubed. We've got 2p squared times by plus 2, which will give you plus 4p squared. You've got minus 1 times by p, which is minus p, and negative 1 times by plus 2, which will give you minus 2. Now, on this expansion, you can't simplify anything because you've got different variables. You've got p cubed, p squared, p, and there's no p there. So actually, you can't simplify this as it is. We're just going to leave this as it is. Okay, I'm now going to go and consider this taking away of 4 times by p plus 2 squared. Now, let's look at this question over here. I'm going to write over here 4 times by p plus 2 bracket p plus 2. Because remember, p plus 2 squared is the same thing as doing this all over here. Okay, and we're taking everything here away. Now let's just begin by expanding the double bracket you can see over here. Now you've got to be really careful with because we're taking away everything you can see over here. Yeah, so just to make sure we get no sign errors, I'm going to write a big bracket over here just to keep it all enclosed. Otherwise, there could be sign issues. Now let's deal with the double bracket. We've got this p times by p, which gives you p squared. We've got p times by plus 2, which is plus 2p. Similar thing here, we've got 2 times by p, which is plus 2p, and 2 times by 2, which is plus 4. And that's all being multiplied by the 4. So you've got 4 lots of everything here. Okay? So we're taking away everything within this. So all I've done here is I've expanded p plus 2 squared, which gives me this part over here. And of course, 2p plus 2p is going to give us plus 4p. So we can write this as just plus 4p. And then we can write this plus 4 a bit closer over here. And we can just kind of, oh, it's not very clear, is it? Plus 4. And then we can do this. So expanded the p plus 2 squared, but I've got to times now everything through by 4. Because it's 4 times by everything in the bracket. So it's going to be take away 4 times by p squared, which is 4p squared, 4 times by 4p, which is plus 16p, and 4 times by plus 4, which is plus 16. There we go. That's good. Now this is the really important part, that I kept everything in brackets because this minus that came from up here applies to everything within the bracket. So I distribute this, I times everything through by effectively minus 1, which will give me minus 4p squared minus 16p minus 16. Because they're all positive terms in here, okay, the negative will make everything negative. So overall, right, I've got the part in red up here, which is 2p cubed, so 2p cubed plus 4p squared minus p minus 2. And I've got all of this part as well with it. And I'm going to keep it now in red so we can see everything together. So we've now got minus 4p squared minus 16p minus 16. Now there will be like terms in here that I need to simplify and take care of. So let's do that. We've got over here, we've got a plus 4p squared. We've we've got a minus 4p squared. That's going to cancel out to 0, which is quite nice. We've also got a minus p, and we've got a minus 16p. Okay, and we've also got a number part, which is minus 2, minus 16. So this is going to go to, that's going to be equal to, running out of room a little bit, that's going to be equal to, we've got the 2p cubed over here, 2p cubed, that one's done. Well, the 4p squared minus 4p squared, that's going to go to 0, they're going to cancel out. We've then got minus 1p minus 16p will give you minus 17p. And then we've got the last bit, which is the number part, which is minus 2 minus 16, which gives you minus 18. Okay, and that is your answer. So 2p cubed, there's no square term, they made 0, minus 17p, minus 18. That is your answer over here. So there we go, that's your answer. Nice question. Nothing that you can't handle. You just got to be really careful with the issue that could arise there is this minus belongs to, you got to times that negative by everything over here. So just write out the big brackets you can see over here, just to kind of make sure that you're going to include that at the end. Right. Okay, you can now try this one on the right hand side. So I'm going to pause the video, give that one a go, being very careful again with this minus. Write everything here in a big bracket and then deal with the minus at the end. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you've tried this one. Let's now work through it, and because I've used up so much space on the left hand side, I'm going to write a bit smaller on the right hand side this time. Anyway, begin by just expanding the first two brackets over here, and then we'll deal with this one later. So we've got the first two brackets over here. So b squared times by b is b cubed. B squared times by plus 2 is plus 2b squared. We've then got plus 2 times by b, which is plus 2b. I've got 2 times by plus 2, which is plus 4. Good. Now, we are taking away everything you can see in here. We're taking away all of this stuff over here. Now, because of room, it's going to be a bit cramped, but I'll try and write it as neatly as I can do. I'm going to write it down here. So we're going to take away this. So big bracket, just to keep everything closed up. B minus 5 squared, which means b minus 5 times by b minus 5. Okay. If you didn't write the big brackets there, right, you're going to get sign errors later on. So just big bracket around all of this here. That minus will go to all of it. Now, if you're getting good at expanding brackets now, I'm going to just do this part in one step. Okay, so let's go and do that. So minus big bracket. If we expand this, it's going to go to b squared. B times by minus 5 is minus 5b. You've got it twice, so minus 10b. And you've got negative 5 times by negative 5, which is plus 25. I've just done it in one step. Okay, now if we kind of bring this all together and distribute the minus to every term within the bracket, we've got negative b times by b squared, which is minus b squared. Negative times by the minus 10b will make it positive, because that really means minus 1 times minus 10b, which is plus 10b. You've then got minus 1 times by plus 25, which is minus 25. You're changing the signs of all of the terms because that's what the negative does. Yeah, it will make opposite. So overall now, we've got the part in red and we've got the part in blue. We can bring it all together in one line and then begin to simplify things. Okay, so if we go and do that, bring this part down. So we've got b cubed plus 2b squared plus 2b plus 4. We've then got this part over here, which is minus b squared plus 10b minus 25. Okay, again, the really key thing is write this part in a big bracket, otherwise you'll get sign issues. If you didn't write a big bracket, it would probably go wrong somewhere. Now, we can collect up some like terms here. We've got 2b squared minus 1b squared Okay, they're both b squared terms. We've got plus 2b plus 10b, and we've got, last of all, plus 4 minus 25 over here. So if we bring this all together, we've got b cubed. 2b squared minus 1b squared is plus 1b squared, or plus b squared. 2b plus 10b is plus 12b. And 4 minus 25 is minus 21. And this is your answer. Okay? Assuming I've made no mistakes, hopefully I haven't. That should be fine though. Pretty confident that's good. So this over here is your answer. If you got that, really good stuff. Okay, just being really, if there's a mistake somewhere, it's probably come with this point over here. Just be very, very careful with making sure you apply the negative to everything you expand, otherwise it will go wrong. But that is your answer. Any questions, of course, you can comment, or you can see me in intervention. Thank you. And if you got this, by the way, you're ready for the next video, which is to expand and simplify this whopper. Yeah, which actually isn't really a whopper. You'll see it's fine. Thank you.